I'm one of those people that keeps her feelings bottled up inside. It isn't just that you're trying to keep other people from seeing them, it's that you don't even know what they are. And lucky for me, I was out with one of my friends, Catherine Torini. You can link to her website from my blog. You know, it's not like you can hide your feelings, folks. Just like the kids, everything we say and do is a communication, and we must continue to communicate till we're heard. So I was complaining to her like I do when I feel overwhelmed, and she just looked at me and said, "You are tired." Oh my gosh, a flood of tears, instantaneous. I mean, for me, it's one of the ways that I know that I've hit on a hidden thought or that a friend has. That's it. And it's something that needs to be released and needs to be felt. And then I went on to talk a little bit more, and you know what she just zeroed right in on? She looked at me and said, "You know, I think you feel indispensable." I think my body language changed 100%. I was like so upset and so feeling so drained. And she said that, and I was like, I do. I feel indispensable, and I hate it. I hate being indispensable. Now, some people might love that, but I hate it. So I was looking at that like, why is it so much of my life I spend putting myself in indispensable positions? You know, being the only one that can do something or the one that has to be the one to do it. I do that a lot. Now, that amounts to a pattern. When you have a pattern in life like that, it really is worthwhile to go in and take a look at what you're thinking. Like, why would a great person like you do something that you don't like for a big portion of your life? And I got it. I had this recent breakthrough in importance. This one is on the heels of that. If you don't think you're important, your brain will do this wonderful thing. It will come up with a strategy that holds it in place. And mine was indispensable. If you're indispensable, you're obviously important. But I consider it like a collapse because indispensable is something on one hand and important is another. And I've got them so that they're all one. Every time I feel indispensable, important is in there as well. I mean, you're important if you're indispensable. You can't argue with that. So that's true. They are true that they're the same sometimes. But when you get that you think they're the same all the time, then you will recreate being indispensable over and over and over so that you can presence this feeling of importance. But the cool thing about saying what you see is once you see that you think they're the same, suddenly they're not. So you can tell the difference now. And I know what indispensable is, and I know what important is, and I know that I can be important without being indispensable. I can be indispensable. I don't know, that one might always carry importance. I'm not too sure. But I don't like it. So I can structure my life in a way that I am not indispensable or that I don't feel indispensable, but realize that I am important. And you're the same. You know, if that means you're not important to you, then go back and take a look. You might have those things collapse still. When you get that you think indispensable and important are the same, pop apart. And now you have some more options in life. Also, because I know that we pass these things off to our children, I called up my daughter in New York and said, "Hey, I got this thing that I just realized. I've got indispensable and important locked together. How about you?" And she just went, "Oh my gosh, that explains it." So she had that going on. I asked my younger daughter, and they're in their 20s, both of them, and hers is special. Hers is special. To feel special, she's indispensable. So it's really kind of cool, because when you get a breakthrough like this, your children can have the same benefit. Anyway, just a little one for you. If you're feeling like overwhelmed and feel like, you know, you have to do everything, why does it always come down to me? Check it out. You might have a love-hate relationship with indispensable, and it might just be your way to be important or special.